All right, so I wanted to do a video with you and show you how to approach a murder manslaughter question. Hopefully, this will be helpful to you. Um, I haven't done one of these before. I mean, I've done it in the classroom before, but I haven't done it on video, so it may be a little rough. So I apologize if it doesn't come across very smooth. But hopefully, this will help you get an idea of how to approach a murder question, how to approach a voluntary manslaughter question, because they're connected to each other. So let's start with the question. Our question starts with George is driving drunk and is attempting to park his car in his driveway. Because of his current condition, he drives over his neighbor's well-kept lawn and flower beds. It has taken his neighbor, Shane, 6 months and $7,000 to establish his lawn and flower beds. He's furious, so angry that he is blinded by his rage and kills George by shooting him with a shotgun. Not a good day for either man. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask the question, we're going to approach the murder question first, and then we'll go to the voluntary manslaughter question. And that is the easiest way to do this. You can't just go right to the manslaughter question because you're going to end up talking about the murder anyway. So it gets very confusing if you do it that way. The better way to do it is start with murder, walk through the murder process, come to a conclusion, and then ask the question about manslaughter. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So all I've done is taken the definition of murder, and I'm going to break it down by its elements and ask a question for each element of the crime. So we start with here, is Shane criminally liable for the murder or manslaughter? All right. So murder, we'll start with murder. Murder is defined as the unlawful killing of one human being by another human being. So I've typed out some of this stuff so that you don't have to watch me type a bunch of stuff. So, all right, so we're going to go down here. So notice that the definition starts with unlawful. I'm starting with unlawful. Was the killing unlawful? So as I said in my lecture, unlawful means that it was not justifiable and not excusable. So the first question is the killing justifiable? So we know that Shane is not a police officer. Oh my goodness, sorry, my computer gets sensitive. So he is a neighbor. So therefore, the killing was not justifiable. So justifiable means that you have to be a police officer. I should probably put the definition here that justifiable killing here is so sensitive. Justifiable. An officer performance of his duty. Shane's not a police officer, he's a neighbor. So therefore, killing is not justifiable. Okay. Then the next question is it excusable? And an excusable killing is occurs it occurs while someone is engaged in lawful behavior. Person dies by mistake or misfortune. So Shane shooting somebody with a shotgun. Lawful behavior. So the killing not excusable or justifiable. Therefore, it is unlawful. All right. So that answers that question. It's an unlawful killing. Okay. So is it was the killing committed by one human being upon another? We're just going to say yes. Real simple. This is not a big issue here. Yes. Shane killed George. One person killing. Come on. All right. So you have an unlawful killing of one human being by another. So here's the meat of our question. Was there malice aforethought? Okay. So malice is defined as an intent to kill, an intent to cause grievous bodily injury, a reckless indifference for human life, and the death occurred during the commission of one of the enumerated felonies. Okay, so you're just going to break this down just like you have it listed here, just like the definition, and you ask a question: was this an intentional killing? Yes. The facts state Shane intentionally killed George with a shotgun. All right. So clearly it's an intentional shooting. He's angry, but it's intentional. He did it out of anger. But we're not going to get to the anger part just yet. Okay, so we don't stop there. The next one is, um, was there an intent to cause grievous bodily injury? So we're going to put was there an intent to cause grievous bodily injury? The answer is yes. Shane. Computer gets so sensitive. Okay, sorry about that. So yes, Shane intentionally used a shotgun known to cause grievous bodily injury. You don't have to go. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. All right. So, is there reckless indifference for human life? Was there a reckless difference in human life? Yes. All right. The use of a shotgun close range shows a reckless difference or human life. Okay. The felony rule, felony murder. Okay, so does the felony murder rule apply? So we got to ask that question. Oops. All right. Does the felony murder rule apply? The answer is no. So Shane was not engaged in one. I'm not gonna list all the felonies because I don't want to waste our time. All right. So so we do have malice. So there is at this point we say yes, there's malice. Is malice because there was an intent to kill, intent to cause grievous bodily injury, and a reckless difference for human life. So I'm just going to change one thing. I'm just going to say yes, it appears. We're just going to start with it appears. All right. So we're 12 minutes into this video, and so I'm going to stop here. And if we wanted to stop with murder, then we could stop right here. We could say, you know, you have a killing of one human being by another with malice. But because he does it in a rage, we want to address the issue of is he driven by a set of circumstances that would allow him to fit under voluntary manslaughter instead of murder. So I'm going to go to stop here, and then I'm going to go to part 2, and we're going to look at the voluntary manslaughter, and we're going to tie these two together and come up with a final answer.